let's talk about the one thing that separates your amateurs from the pros when it comes to running Facebook ads, your columns. If you're running lead gen campaigns or any type of campaigns and you're still using the default setup that Facebook gives you, that's like trying to fly a plane with no map. You're blind. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact custom columns I use to scale lead gen offers and how you can use them for your campaigns. This is the same setup I've used to manage hundreds of thousands in ad spend, and once you see how clean this is, you'll never go back. All right, let's dive into it. So this is a pretty new campaign, and one of the first things I'll do is I'll set up a custom column, right? So I would go in here and let me show you the exact columns I would set up. So first of all, we're going to set up ad set name, delivery, date last edited, last significant edit, budget, amount spent, results, cost per result, appointment scheduled, cost per appointment scheduled, purchases, cost per purchase, ROAS, click-through rate all, click-through rate link, click-through rate, landing page views, cost per landing page view, cost per click, cost per link click, cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM, frequency, through plays, cost per through play, quality ranking, engagement ranking, conversion rate ranking, audience location, audience age, audience gender, included custom audiences, excluded custom audiences, and URL parameters. Whoa, that's a mouthful. So now I'm going to go into depth on why I set it up this way and how this helps me. So at the ad set level, we have last significant edit and date last edited. So immediately, if I'm in here, I can easily see when's the last time I edited, and last significant edit tells me when was the last time I made an edit that might have triggered a new learning phase, right? It might have triggered this ad set to go into the learning phase. So that's also very helpful as well, right? And this tells us budget, how much we've spent, which is very useful when analyzing results. I don't really care to make decisions if we haven't spent enough, so that's also very useful. Results are very useful. Cost per result is useful. Appointment scheduled. This is one that's very overlooked, that you're most likely not even sending scheduled data if you're doing lead gen. So make sure this is getting into your campaigns, first of all. Second of all, make sure you're looking at these metrics. I see it time and time again where people only focus on cost per lead and they only focus on these numbers, but we want to make sure we're also taking it one step deeper and looking at appointment scheduled and cost per appointment scheduled. And then after that, that's when we get into actual sales and cost per sale. ROAS, click-through rate, will tell us how much people are engaging with the ad. And then link click-through rate, this one's a little different because the click-through rate has everything, right? Click-through rate all is a little different because it encompasses a lot of different things such as comments, shares, post reactions, clicks to your profile, clicks to expand media, clicks to actions identified as your campaign objectives, such as liking your page for Facebook engagement. So it encompasses a lot of things, right? Whereas link clicks is, for example, for this specific ad, is people actually clicking the link to go to our website, which is where we want to take them to, right? So that's the difference there. Click-through rate all encompasses everything, comments, shares, etc. Link click-through rate tells us how many people are actually going to the destination where we're actually wanting them to go, right? So it's also good to differentiate those two. Landing page views is very helpful, right? Cost per landing page view, cost per click all, cost per link click all. CPMs, this is also a good one to look at. If you're having high CPMs, the ad is telling Meta this is probably not a good ad that we want to be showing to our users because it's not enriching their experience. Frequency is also a really good one. If it's above 2, 3, 4, 5, that's something to start considering. Maybe it's getting fatigued. Through plays is how many people watch at least 15 seconds of the video or until completion. And this will give us a cost per through play, which is also good to see if people are actually watching and how the retention is. And then at the ad set level, I really like how this just quickly gives me an overview of these specific ad sets, where we're targeting, which age groups, and genders. Right? And then this is also very helpful here, is which audiences are we targeting. This is very helpful for lookalike audiences and all of that. And then also which audiences are we excluding. Cool. So that's at the ad set level. If we go into actually looking at these ads here, so if we go into this, what's helpful is once we have ad set name here, this helps us really identify which ad set these ads are in, which is pretty helpful. And then a lot of these are the same. The other ones I'll just point out really quick are URL parameters, making sure that we have the URL parameter set, And then these are pretty interesting as well here, where we have quality ranking, engagement ranking, conversion rate ranking. And the only reason why I really have these is I don't really make decisions off of these, but it's good to get an idea of what Meta thinks the ranking of your ad is, right? Because it really comes down to what does Meta think about this ad and the quality of it as far as quality, right? And then here, this also gives us other rankings just to get a better idea of what Meta thinks. So that is how I would go about setting up these custom columns for your ads. And if this helped, drop a like and let me know in the comments, what's one metric you always check before scaling? And hey, if you want other great marketing secrets, click this next video. It's all in there, all the secrets, all the juice, and stay tuned for the next one.